Hello!
Hello.
Welcome to the third installment of the Fish and Friend podcast.
Shit.
Funny stuff.
Do we? We don't count the first one. The first one's prototype.
It's a pilot.
Oh shit, you're right.
I was telling Ethan and Rick that it's a pilot. It's just testing.
Ray, does Ray watch the podcast?
I don't think so.
He doesn't listen?
Probably not. Anyway, how was your week, Brogan?
A week? Oh, I actually
Yeah.
have some funny stories this week. So, nothing really happened on the weekdays, but then Friday night, there's basically these parties where everyone goes camping every Friday. They're pretty cool. The first one there was like 40 people, 50 people, and everyone's super nice. It's not like dicks. It's like kind of the nicer kids at school. All the grade 12s kind of go. So the first one was really fun. And then there wasn't one last week. So this Friday, this is like supposed to be the third one, but it was actually the second one. And I was driving up with Olivia and Ben, and I was gonna meet up with Ethan and Ansele and Will there, and we were kind of going as a group. So we got to the campsite, and there was not a soul in sight, and it was probably like 11:30. So we were expecting like it to already be started, and then nobody was there. So
Nice.
we looked at the chat, and like we have like a group, like a Facebook group for it, so we can plan it. And everyone was just like, can't make it, but hope you guys have fun. And then another person would be like, yeah, I can't make it either, but I hope everyone has fun. And there was like 9 of those comments that were like, yeah, no one's fucking here. Everyone thinks that people are going, but no one's going. So I sat on the side of the road, and I watched Ben and Olivia and all them just drink on the side of the road in like fucking Wentworth, like half an hour away. And I drove home. And yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. Like I wasn't upset. I was like, okay, worst things have happened, and I thought it was really funny actually. And
I think that's funny too.
yeah, and then the next day, I picked up Olivia and Ben again, and we went to a record fair in Halifax and bought some sick vinyls, and smoked a couple darts, and got some poutine, and then here's the kicker: I had to work at 5, and I left Halifax, which is like an hour away. I left Halifax at like 3:20, and it was some heavy fucking traffic. So I was creeping out of the city. I didn't get on the highway out of the city until like 4:05, and I had to work at 5. So I cooked at home, dropped them off, got home, changed, and got into work at like 5:02. I wasn't late. I was 2 minutes late, I guess. But like, I don't know how I got from Halifax to like being at work in uniform, ready to go in like 55 minutes. But I did it, and yeah, that was my week.
Wow.
My entire week was that, based around those 2 events. So it was a pretty good week. And I want to know about your week now.
Well, tying into what you had to say about work, I applied there. I tried to apply there.
Cineplex?
Yeah.
That's sweet. We're hiring.
On the web, but the fucking like it like stopped working. Like the web page was all fucked, so I couldn't continue. So I'm like, screw this. I'll do it another day.
We're hiring 2 people right now. So
that's cool.
Yeah. So you might actually get the job, and I'll put in a good word for you.
Thank
I know,
you.
like, who else who works there would know you? Liam Hutt. Liam Hutt likes.
Yeah, Liam Hutt.
He likes you. He'd probably be like, Dylan's a good dude. Hire him. So yeah.
Yeah, he might.
He might.
Anyway.
Anything else happen?
Mostly my week was kind of poopy.
Poopy?
Because, yeah, I didn't really do much. I just played RuneScape. I played a lot of RuneScape. Well, not too much RuneScape, like a couple hours. Didn't get any schoolwork done, except for one sheet, but I did that in class today. So I don't really count that. But it was It was okay. It was in the middle.
There's nothing wrong with that. Do you play
Yeah.
RuneScape or like just started playing it again, or have you consistently played?
Uh, well, I used to, I don't know, like last year I played it a lot with Jack, and I have a level 66. And, yeah, the other day I was just mining a bunch.
Do you play old school or three?
Old school, dude.
That's what I like to hear.
Anybody who plays RuneScape 3 is a knob.
Did you go hunting for Zazima? Did you find him?
Yeah, I found him.
Shit. I saw him once, many moons ago, in my 8th year of existence on this planet. I was playing
Wow.
with Nick Lindsay, and I was in the Grand Exchange, and he was over by like a bank, by like the bank, by the Hill Giants, and he was like, Brogan, Zazima's over here," and I'm like, "You're lying. You're just pulling a prank on me." And he was like, "No." I went over, and sure enough, it was Zazima. The only time I ever saw him, and that was weird to think about, but it happened. And it's just to expand a bit on this. I don't know. I don't know if this is a really like niche topic, but if you think about it,
Yep.
why was Zazima like famous?
Jake asked me the exact same thing, actually.
Yeah, like okay, Jake knows about him. Like it's so weird. It's like if you played RuneScape for like a day, you knew who Zazima was, but like he wasn't max level, and like so many other players who played at his time were. Like, why was he famous? He didn't make YouTube videos. Like, he didn't do anything. He was just a RuneScape player.
Yeah, that's funny. I don't know. He's just cool, I guess.
I don't know. It was really weird.
Maybe he's just like really good at making friends. So once he got like, he just kept making friends until he had like 20 friends, and all his friends were like, "Hey, I know this cool Zazima guy." Until like word got around that he's cool.
We should make a documentary on like
No,
why is this most famous? Have you seen that YouTube channel? It's like before they were famous.
nope.
Oh, well they do like YouTubers and they're like before they were famous, John Chon. Before they were famous, Filthy Frank. Would be like before they were famous, Zazima.
That would be a good episode. I would watch
I would
that.
watch that too. I think it'd be really interesting to see like what would you even talk about. Anyway,
TikTok.
TikTok is right.
I also had a calzone.
Yeah, have you had a calzone before?
No.
Were you was it all that and more?
I knew they were good, so I wasn't too surprised.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I feel like anything that's just a variation of pizza is gonna be delicious.
Yeah, it was from Greco.
Greco sells calzones.
Yeah, I guess.
I can get behind that. So,
All right. Right here, we're drawing the line.
okay.
The second topic is transgender people.
Oh. Did we talk about this before? No, we didn't.
No.
I don't know why I thought we did. So,
What can be said about a transgender person?
I don't know. Do you have any like outspoken opinions?
I think that transgender people that were born a girl but have transitioned to becoming a guy,
Yeah.
I think they're generally cute.
Cute?
Yeah. All of them.
Really?
I can think of 2 examples off the top of my head. Actually, 3.
3?
Yeah.
Like Kingston's
Or wait, actually no. Two girls to guys and 1 guys to girl.
2 girls to guy and 1 guy to girl. Who's the guy?
Yeah,
Who's the guy to girl?
you don't know him.
I don't know.
I mean her.
Who are the
Whoops.
girls to guy like Saint Francis Xavier and Kingston's boyfriend?
No.
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 Um. Hmm.
Hmm.
Well, What do you have to say,
I
huh?
don't know. I don't have like a controversial opinion. I don't really like. I think people can just do whatever they want.
Do you hate him?
No, I don't know. Like
I think you do hate him.
don't put those words in my mouth.
All right, I won't.
Thank you. No, I just like I don't know. People can do whatever they want. Doesn't bug me. I think like it's not my prerogative. You know, I think what makes a person. I mean, this is kind of like a generic thing to say, but it's more like their actions than like their practice. So I mean, if they're transgender but they're a shitty fucking asshole who treats everyone like garbage, then they're a shitty asshole who treats everyone like garbage. Doesn't matter if they be straight or trans or bi or anything, you know? Just but I mean if they're trans and they're fucking cool as shit, then they're cool as shit. You know what I mean?
Definitely did.
Like I don't know. The only really thing I could say that would be like I don't know, maybe it's just this is me. But you know like you ever heard like demi male and demi female? You know there's like a lot of genders. Have you heard of those two?
Yeah, there's a lot of genders.
I got in I not an argument. I was just talking to someone about this one day. But like I know like demi male is like you're straight identifying male and you identify as male, but you have like effeminate qualities and it's like a gender. And
That's a gender.
yeah, it's weird. I feel like it's more of a personality trait because I totally get like everything else. Like, 'cause there's a lot of major changes, and I can imagine what people go through. But I feel like that. I mean, like, I'm in a pretty effeminate guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, like I feel like I fit in with my peers and my group. I don't know. I don't want to like shit on people. Like, if you want to identify as like demi male or demi female, go ahead.
Or demigod.
Demigod. I know someone who's
I identify as a
you
demigod.
identify as a demigod.
Yes.
Percy Jackson, and the thief of the lightning bolt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I mean, you can do what you want. I just feel like that's more of a personality trait. But I'm not gonna fucking destroy you if you want to identify as that. Just my humble onion. I feel like that's a pretty safe opinion though. I feel like no one would hear that and be like, "You fucking cis scum, are you uneducated fucking pig." Like I feel like someone would hear that and be like, "I can see how you think that."
Mm.
Hopefully, I could be wrong. I could be trampled at school tomorrow.
Let's hope not.
Let's hope. Let's hope for it.
I also think that, you know, um, to be misgendered sounds like it would really suck.
Yeah.
Cause if you think about it, they're calling you like the opposite of what you want to be. So so let's say like a guy walked up to you and he calls you gay. Like he means it as an insult,
Yeah.
and so you'll feel insulted because you don't want to be gay. Well, unless you do,
Yeah.
but if you don't, then it's like, oh, frick, lost my train of thought. But like,
I know what you mean, though.
you don't. They're calling you something you don't want to be, and that hurts you. So like, yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. Well, I feel
So
like you should have like one chance, like first meeting somebody, and if they're not very obviously like not the gender they look, and you're like, "Oh, hey, dude," and they were like, "Well, actually, I identify as female," and if you're like, "Oh, like I'm totally sorry, like I didn't realize it," and then like after that you're like good, or if you make a mistake, you correct yourself. I mean, it would still suck, but like you can't really help that. But if you're like, "Oh, I identify as female," and you're like, "I don't give a fuck what you identify," like if you're the fucking asshole about it, you should just
if you're Jack Bird,
yeah, like you should just fucking die, dude. Like seriously, that's some stupid shit. Because it's like I know exactly what you mean. Imagine if like you went to school tomorrow and everyone was like, "Oh, hey, girl, Dylan's a girl. Hey, everyone,
I wouldn't mind that personally.
well, imagine Jake. Imagine everyone calling like Jake a girl and being like, "Oh, hey, girl," and just for the rest of high school, they called him a girl all day. Like
Well,
that would hurt.
actually, on Jake's Facebook, he has his gender set to a girl. So I don't
There's something he's not telling us.
know.
Actually, this is really funny. just to like bring it full circle. Nick Hiltz, our good friend Nick Hiltz, had a really vivid dream one time that he told everyone, where Lily had a penis and
Oh
Jake
yeah.
was hiding it from everyone. So
Oh
so
yeah.
what if or what if Jake's like trans and Lily's trans?
That'd be funny.
Ugh. That'd be so weird. Imagine Lily having a dick.
How about we? How? Let's do a segue into our next topic.
Segway.
Segue.
Segway.
Wow. What? What are some things that you have done for money?
For money?
Some rustic things that you've done for money.
Rustic things? Well,
Yeah, like yeah, you know.
first thing that comes to my mind is when I was fucking like 13 years old. They play at the Burt rink, like just outside of Truro. They played floor hockey in the summer, and one of my friends played floor hockey there, and his dad organized it. And he said Brogan, and I was like a little tubster, and I hated sports. And he was like, Brogan, you can play the music for this. It'll give you $5 an hour, work like 3 times a week. And I said, shit, that's a good deal.
Shit.
So I go up into this little box, this little closet-sized room
I know that box.
above the rink.
I've been to that.
You know that box?
I've been to that rink.
You've been there?
Yeah.
Shit. I'd sit up there, and I had like a stereo from like I'm gonna say the early '90s, with like a CD deck. And when anyone would score a goal or they'd take a break and they wouldn't play, I just click play on a button and play a song. And it was really fun actually. Now that I think about it, because like one day I worked for like 4 hours straight just by myself in this room, like playing music. Like I don't know, describing it sounds shitty, but like I don't know, it just there's a lot of like quietness and just like by myself hanging out. It was really fun actually, and I got good money. I mean, you're 12 years old, so you're like getting like 50.
Yeah, $5 when you're 12 years old. Dude?
Yeah, you're getting like
That's a lot.
every 2 weeks you're getting like $40, and you're like, fuck, I can do whatever I want. Like it was cool. I bought a laptop. I think I saved up all summer and bought a laptop.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Other than that, like I don't know. There's no like weird like bets I've done because I've always felt like when I was like younger, when I was like more vulnerable, I never was in those situations. And then when I got a head on my shoulders, people would be like, "You look that fucking bird shit. I'll give you $20." But it's like that's not worth the embarrassment of like being the guy who liked bird shit for $20. So I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, I don't know. I never did any weird shit for money.
That's good.
Yeah. What about you?
Well, it's not something I did, and it wasn't for money either, but it's something in the same vein as that. So, so me and this kid in elementary school were on the playground. I don't know how it came to this, but I'm like, hey, I dare you to go poop in that bush. And the absolute madman actually did it. so like he just fucking waddles over this bush and he just takes his pants off, and I'm like I look away and I start walking away from him because I don't want to be associated with him. And he just fucking poops. That was so weird. So
Was he like? Was there any repercussions? Like no one ever found out?
no, I don't know. He pissed me off like afterwards. So I'm like I threatened to like tell on him that he did that, but I never did.
What grade is this?
I don't know, probably like 4 or 5.
Ooh, that's rough.
Yeah.
That's a pretty late age to be pooping in bushes.
I think I don't know. Any age you really shouldn't be doing that.
Jake,
And the weirdest thing about it, I feel, is like I didn't even have to like try to convince him. Like I just asked him once, and he's like, "Okay." Like, what's with this guy? I seen him at the X exhibition a couple times, a couple years.
what's his name?
Jeremy.
What's his...
Forget his last name.
Oh fuck. Fuck. I really want. I don't know any other Jeremys.
Yeah, you don't want to know him. Don't
He
worry.
doesn't go to CEC though.
No.
Oh, okay. That's really funny.
Alrighty then. How about this, huh?
Have you done anything for money though? Any weird shit?
Things for money? No. I always turn them down because it's always like fucking like ridiculous stuff. I'm like, that's not even at all worth it. Because I'm like really self conscious anyway. Like I don't want to be embarrassed, so I'm not gonna do anything for money
Yeah,
unless it's like a ridiculous amount.
yeah. Like I don't know. You can tell too. You can tell the kind of people that ask. Because if Jake was like if like your best friend was like, I'll give you $5 if you like jump off that fucking thing, like that's fine. But it's like
Yeah.
you're at like you're in your class and you're sitting next to the fucking like fuck boy like jocks and they're like, if you go grab that girl's ass, I'll give you a cigarette. It's just like they're gonna fucking tell people about it. Like they're only asking you to get a rise out of it. They don't actually like care or think it's funny. So it's like, don't even get involved.
Yeah. I think that's definitely true, dude.
Yeah,
I hear you, brother.
brother.
Um, how about ghosts? Do you like ghosts?
I strongly believe in ghosts.
Strongly?
Strongly.
I don't at all.
Really?
No, not at all. I haven't seen any evidence, no proof. I've seen things online, but it's like I've seen like smash leaks that are like really good, and I thought they were real, but they were fake. So it's like, so really anything can be faked.
Smash leaks.
Yeah.
I guess I've never had like a paranormal encounter. Or no, I don't know. Like I've never had something that's like so strongly like convincing that I could tell. I know like one time I was cleaning a theater at Cineplex with this girl that like I talked to a lot there, and we were just talking. And there's always been this rumor that like someone died in the theater, which I think someone actually did. Like someone died at Cineplex at some point, or like, and like as long as that building's been up, someone like died in it. And there's been like all these weird like things that have happened, and like a bunch of other people who work there have been like talked about it before. Like just weird shit goes on sometimes. So we were at the top row, just talking, looking at each other. We were like brooming and like looking at each other and talking. And we both stopped at the exact same time, like just stopped talking. And I like looked at her and I'm like, "Do you feel like someone just entered the room and like came up the stairs?" And she was like literally exactly like that's why I stopped talking. And it was so weird. We both like felt this at the exact same time, and there was no one in the theater, and nobody was even in the building. I think it was like 11:30 at night. So I have that, but other than that, I have no like fucking spooky stuff. But I think ghosts are real because I believe in like souls and stuff. So, or I mean, souls are real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
bel
I believe in souls. Souls are a bit more believable, I think.
yeah, because it's like the way I've always explained.
Because like, why is my body moving? Like why doesn't just my heart just stop beating? Like what's making it beat? Like I don't understand.
Yeah,
I know it's all like biology stuff, but like what what starts that?
yeah, yeah. Like the way I've always explained it to myself is you spend your entire life building up like a unique character and like becoming different than everyone else. And every year you age, like more and more gets added that makes you unique. And it's stored somewhere, right? So when you die, that has to go somewhere. Like your consciousness has to like it can't just disappear because it has to be something physical if it exists, right? It has to take up some sort of weight. It can't just go away because it like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when you die, like where does it go? Because it can't just stay inside of you. Because it doesn't have like a physical form, but at the same time, it takes up some sort of like space in the world.
It exists.
Yeah, so it has to like go somewhere when you die. Like your consciousness has to still be around when you die. So it's like, where does it go? Fucking ghost, dude. Or maybe you get reincarnated, but maybe some people didn't get reincarnated and they became ghosts. I don't know. I I believe in ghosts.
I like ghosts. I like ghost characters, ghost ghost stories. I think ghost stories are really interesting,
Mm.
and ghost characters.
Ghost
You know, like
characters.
yeah, like you have a character that's just like a ghost.
What like?
I know it's probably a bad example, but Nap Stab Look from Undertale. He's the first boss, and he's just a ghost,
I
and I think he's pretty cool.
I was thinking like Twilight Princess. Uh, what's his name? The dude who teaches you all the sword shit. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that Stalfos
Isn't
guy.
it supposed to be like? Isn't there a theory where that's like Link?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Link.
Or it's like it is Link. It's not a theory.
It is Link.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Um, well, see, he's not a ghost. He's a Stalfos. I consider the two a bit different. Also, another ghost character I like. It's not really a character, but in Nostalgia, a video game that I play,
Oh yeah.
you can get a ghost pet that will fight for you. And I like that one. And there's 3 different variations of it, actually, and I have 2 of them. The third one's like super, super tough to get. So yeah.
Nostalgia.
Yeah.
I've seen your Let's Play. I think I watched all the videos actually.
Wow, thanks. That takes dedication, because those are really tough to get
Is
through.
it actually?
Well, for me anyway.
Is it like really convoluted and like just doesn't make any sense? Like no direction?
Huh? What do you mean?
Like is there like no direction in the game? Like it's hard to like figure out what to do next?
No, it's a pretty straightforward game.
Oh, you mean
It's
like the
just like,
videos are hard?
yeah, watching the
Oh,
videos, it's hard to get through.
I thought it was okay because the game was kind of interesting and like your commentary is just kind of like okay,
Ass.
it's not too bad.
My commentary was ass, dude. Pure ass.
It's kind of relaxing to watch. Like I'd rather have that than someone fucking like, oh fuck, shit, fuck, like just screaming in my ear. Like you're
Yeah.
just kind of like quiet and you're like, okay, okay, here's what we do. Like I don't know, it's not bad.
Yeah, I guess I've always been like that. I
Your
feel.
Let's Plays.
My everything, I try not to overreact to anything because I don't want people to think that I'm like stupid
Hype
or
man,
whatever.
professional hype man.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes you just scream.
Uh,
Sometimes you just scream out of nowhere. You do that in like
oh yeah.
yeah,
Oh yeah. Well, like that's like different.
yeah. Like you're not explaining.
I
You're
feel.
not explaining something, and you're like, "Aren't you excited? Fuck, this is amazing!" Like, yeah,
Like when I randomly scream or whatever, like I'm not being serious, I'm not trying to like impress people.
yeah.
But when I am trying to be like uniform, I'm a calm clam.
I can get behind that. Definitely,
Let's talk about
definitely.
Jake. Let's talk about Jake Ransom.
Jake Ransom.
Yeah.
Should we give some context of who Jake Ransom is?
I don't really know much about him, but he's like I don't know. He's like he rides a motorcycle, a motorcycle, just like our Jake.
Does he actually?
Yeah, he owns one,
That's really weird.
and he's like I don't know. He's like a goth kind of kid, but I don't want to say goth because I don't know. There's a bunch of different genres of how you look these days.
Like emo and scene.
Yeah,
Cyber.
definitely.
Cyberpunk.
Yep.
Ooh. I'd love to see some cyberpunks at school.
I hear you, brother. Straight up.
Tell me next.
Wow,
Tell me
dude.
next year when you start next year. If there's a good group of grade 10 like cyberpunks,
No.
you won't tell me.
No. So Jake Ransom, I hate him.
Do you actually?
Straight up.
what,
I mean, I've never talked to him at all. But what an awful guy.
what makes you hate
Like,
him?
just like he looks like a scene like emo goth kid, but like he's super like cheery. He's way too cheery, dude. Like play the part a little bit more than you are now, dude. At least.
It's so that's really funny that you've thought about him that much. Have you heard like a class of them or anything?
I think I have. I don't know.
He was in my fuck. I'm gonna talk about this a lot actually, because I think it's a funny story to add to this, but it also ties back to him. So, I took a there's a class they offer at school at CEC called vocals, and I decided to take vocals 12 because a couple of my friends took it, and I kind of wanted to learn how to sing better. So I'm like, okay, this is like a pretty useful class to take. I'm interested in it, so let's take it. And it was cringe central. You don't have you like I cannot explain the cringe, the amount of just like absolute nonsense and the edginess that was in that class. Like me and Nick got so excited for that class because you could just sit and listen to what people talk about behind you, and it's just like every word that comes out of someone's mouth was just like I hate my parents. My childhood got ripped away from me. Fuck life. I hate. I'm gonna kill myself. Like
Yeah.
seriously, like one day Nick wasn't there, so I sat with like his group, his like clique, and they talked about like their levels of depression and were like arguing with each other. And
Oh my gosh.
like I'm not even joking. They'd be like, "Oh yeah, well like I've been depressed my entire life," and then one person would be like, "That's nothing." Like, "Oh, I tried to kill myself when I was 14," and they were like arguing with each other and trying to make them like every argument seem like more interesting. Like,
That's so fucked up.
yeah,
That's not something you should argue about.
yeah,
Like, if you're actually depressed, you shouldn't argue about it. You should maybe like, get some help.
yeah, or like figure things out. Like that's when people like talk about being depressed all the time. Like sometimes it's a cry for help when they actually are, but then like 99% of the time they're just like maybe they're like sad or like upset with like who they are or they have some sort of anxiety, but I don't like it's hard to take seriously when someone's just like all the time just ties everything they do back to that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Can you relate to that?
I think a lot of people, some people are posers, and like they'll just be like, I need some attention, so I'll say that I'm depressed.
Yeah. And it's
Not all people, but there they do exist. People who just do it for attention.
yeah. It sucks too because then it's just like I don't know. I mean, I've known a lot of people who've like gone through it, so I can kind of relate. And it's just like totally takes away from like who they are, because I'm like they're not complaining about or they're I mean it sucks like it sucks what they go through, but they're not fucking like talking about it, and they keep it inside because they feel like it's something that shouldn't be talked about, which kind of sucks at the same time. But then it's just like completely making a joke out of like what they go through because they fucking like edgy kids with like black and red streaks in their hair. Like, fuck, man, I tried to kill myself when I was 14 and every day is a struggle. Like, telling every person they meet like the same shit about like, I don't know.
Wow.
Anyway.
So how does that tie to Jake
Well,
Ransom
Jake
again?
Ransom was in my vocals class. Yeah.
Oh,
So,
that's cool.
yeah, so just like, when you first meet him, you go through like, I kind of got to know him. We talked a bit. He's not a bad dude, but you go through like 4 layers of meeting him. Because when you first meet him, your first impression is like, it's just some fucking edgy teen. Like, not much interesting. Then he's like a cheery dude, and he's kind of like,
Yeah, way too
yeah,
cheery.
well, but he's easy to like talk to and be around, and you're like, oh, he's not a bad guy. Then he gets like super edgy, and he starts talking about like what I just explained, and you're like, man, he's not. He kind of sucks now. And then you get past that, and you're like, okay, you know what? I'm neutral. I'm neutral to Jake Ransom now. And that's the 4 stages of Jake Ransom.
I think it'd be interesting if you listen to the podcast sometime.
Yeah, because it's like I don't know. It's not like we're making fun of him or anything. Like, I mean, you said you don't like
Well,
him, but that's your personal.
I just think he's a bit too cheery.
Yeah, like that.
I don't know if I hate him. I think I should take that back because he's just too cheery.
If he was like,
Just a little bit less cheery, I wouldn't mention him.
if he was like a little bit less cheery or like a little bit less goth.
A little bit less goth, or a little bit less cheery, or both. Meet somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, he just become like
Be just a young man.
just a normal young man who like sometimes listens to like System of a Down.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
That wouldn't be bad.
yeah, that's you need more of those people in the world. It's okay having those people.
Definitely. Well,
Well,
that's just about it.
did we go through all 5 topics?
Yes, we did.
I guess we've been talking for a while. I always feel like it's short, but then it's like 35 minutes long, and I'm like, dang,
We just passed 36.
36. Dang, dude.
Well, if you're listening to the podcast, you can subscribe to me on YouTube, or follow me on SoundCloud, and you can get all the future ones. I suggest SoundCloud because that's just a better platform for podcasts. But
Yeah.
you do what you want, and I'm also planning to put it on iTunes. So if you have an iPhone, that's probably very convenient for you. So goodbye.
You could do some night crawling and listen to the podcast.
You could.
Totally could. Options out there. But I think it's time for me. It's time for a goodbye for me also. This is a goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.